All right, hey, welcome back, my fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This is your reading for the month of June 2026. Please remember, this is a collective reading, so you might feel like some of this is for you and some of it's not, but pay attention anyway, because you might find out down the line, hey, that message really was for me, I just didn't see it at the time. So come back and leave a message. Always make sure you subscribe to my channel and let your friends know about it. All right, as always, we're going to start out with a Moonology card about the energy coming in. Be bold and make the first move, and it's the cardinal moon. Okay, so be bold and make the first move. Let's see what that's all about. It's a very interesting card. Let's take a look at your house of interpersonal relationships. As always, this is all about dealing with other people. We know the challenges and the beauty about that, right? Okay, my fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. What does Spirit have to say to you about your interpersonal relationships, whether it's a current relationship, a future relationship, maybe it's about your twin flame. Could be about family members, friends. Okay, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay. Interesting card, Devil in reverse. Might be that maybe it's time to let go of some of these toxic relationships. Get rid of these friends that you thought were friends, and now you're realizing maybe they weren't even associates in your life, and they were just baggage. You were giving more to the relationship than they were. There wasn't this sense of reciprocity in the relationship. It could be maybe you're in a toxic relationship. Is that what it is? Were you in a toxic relationship? Was it with someone that just wasn't good for you? And now you're just ready to let go? It's June. You're starting to say, hey, you know what? I can't do this anymore. It's not good for me. It's time that I fall in love with myself first. And you're ready to let go of that. Is this a parent or a child, family member that just did you wrong? You know, just because people are biologically family members doesn't mean they're family. And sometimes people have caused harm and they're not willing to look at it, or they continue to cause harm, and it's time to separate, you know. You might have to say, you know what, I need to let go of these family members that caused harm, that kept me trapped. They were gaslighting me, making me think it was all my fault when it really wasn't, and it's time to let go. It's a very powerful card, you know, especially in your interpersonal relationships. The Devil's all about letting go of what no longer serves you, or what you was serving you, but in an unhealthy way. Okay. Let's look at your house of material means, work, school, finances. We got the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles, all about money. It's all about our material structures, right? He's a page. So page is about you've been doing something for a while, and now you're starting to explore maybe doing something different, something new. Could be thinking about maybe taking some more classes or learning something new, a new skill. Something new job. You could be searching for a new job or possibilities of a new job. Okay. If you're looking to invest your money, this is a time where you're starting to explore that option as well. What should you invest in? What does the stock market look like? Should I just put into, what do you call those? Bonds? Okay. Maybe a little bit of both. This is all, right now, it's all about exploring. It's all about ready to move into your next phase of life. This is very different than just the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles is all about brand new stuff. This comes after a journey that you've been on. Okay, you've done 1 all the way to 10. That means you've kind of completed a life cycle. I always look at this as when you graduate from high school. You've done from first grade all the way to high school, and now you start college, and basically you're starting all over again like a new baby. That's why they call you a freshman. So this is like you've lived your life. You've done some stuff, and now you're trying to explore something new and something different. Something that's coming to mind is, because sometimes these cards read with each other, and I'm wondering the reason why you're looking for something new. Is it because maybe where you were you weren't so happy where you were? It wasn't working out for you. It almost felt like a toxic relationship. And now that you're ready to move on, you're ready to break that cycle, you're starting to explore where to go. Where am I going to go next? What are my options? What's out there for me? Okay. So I'm wondering if that's what's happening. Maybe because you're just over this whole relationship with people in that particular setting, you're starting to explore your next move out. I'm going to take a look at what are your challenges for the month of June. What are your challenges for fire signs? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The Hermit. The Hermit is your challenge. Your Hermit is wanting to, why is this a challenge? The Hermit card is all about self-reflection, taking time out to be alone. It's about going on a little soul searching and seeing what you want to do with your life, where you want to be, what's happening, you know. The Hermit is almost like a therapy card. It's like you're finally going to start working on some of your issues, okay? Why is it a challenge? It's a challenge because even though it can be a really great card of introspection, it could be a challenge because you might want to stay there. Okay? It might lead you to a sense of isolation. Okay? So that's kind of why it's a challenge. So you have to be careful. It also might be too that while you need to take this time to do some soul searching, you might be in a situation where you just don't have the means to do it. Let me give you a little example. You're the caretaker of 5 kids, right? You're just trying to take a bubble bath. Every time you get in the bath, one kid knocks at the door, "Mommy, I need this." Then the other kid, and then the other kid. You finally get up and you're like, you know what? Screw the bath. I just can't. So this is kind of like when you need that peace and quiet and you need that time and you just don't have the means or the ability to do that. That's the challenge. You're having a challenge finding some alone time. Why is this important? It's important because you want to do this. You want to do some searching, but you just can't find the time or the ability to do it. And that's the challenge. Also, to be mindful, like I said earlier, when you get the Hermit in a challenge area, while it's good to have that, try not to get stuck there, all right? Try not to get stuck there. Try not to isolate too much. Okay, let's look at your Strength card. This is a really powerful reading for you guys. Okay, my fire signs, it's powerful. Because this is all about you are just ready to get up and go, you know? It's great to have those moments in life where you finally get that burst of energy, that clarity to say, I'm no longer into this. I just need to move on, you know? The Hangman. That's your Strength. Okay. We just said that. Didn't we just say that when you're at that place in your life where you just get that sense of clarity and perspective? And that's your strength right now. The strength for June is that you have that clarity, you have that perspective to see what's no longer working for you. And it's also the card of like taking time out for yourself, right? This guy's basically just like hanging out. He's like, I need a break, you know, and he's doing it to himself because he needs that quiet time. He needs that reflective time. He needs to kind of look at where he's been going and what he's been doing and where does he want to go and what does he want to do different. Okay. What I've always loved about this card is because at first look, if you don't know the cards, it's like, oh my God, he's being crucified. It looks like such a terrible card. Not really, because if you look at it, like he's only got one foot tied up and it's not a very strong knot. Okay. It's basically like he just did it for himself, just to hang out with, you know, just to give him that perspective. And he can get off, untie himself and get off of this anytime he wants. Okay, he's also got that other leg crossed over, like arms behind his head, like he's just relaxing. Like if you saw him like this, laying on the grass, you'd be like, oh, look at that. Look how comfortable. Look how peace he is. He's got one leg behind the other, hands behind his back. He's chilling, right? So that's what it is. He's got perspective right now. He's just at a place, which is really interesting because it goes with our Hermit card. Okay, these two cards are all about perspective, soul searching, getting insight, looking at things from a different angle. You know, he's got a light around his head and he's carrying the light there to guide his way. So these cards are working hand in hand, all right? And they're all there because the very first card that we threw was be bold and make the first move. Okay, so when we see all this, we're being told to be bold and make that first move. So whatever toxicity you were trying to get out of or you were living, now it's up to you. You can't wait for that other person to leave. You can't wait for that other person to change. You have to be bold and do it for yourself. And I think you're starting to realize that. Let's take a look at the spell cards. Spirit, give us a message. Let's give our fire signs a message. What's the spell that they need to cast to get this, to help them with the month of June? Justice. Be the power of 3x3. Spirit, deliver justice to me. All right, there we go. It's all about justice. Okay. Ask Spirit to deliver the power to thee. Okay, so whatever was here, okay, and wasn't working out for you, now's the time. Hey, you know what? Enough has been done to me. Now I need justice. Okay, deliver justice to me. Wow. Thank you, guys. All right. Have a great June. Happy Pride. And we will see you in July. Please remember to like and subscribe. Okay. Leave a comment. I like to read all your comments and I try to respond. So we'll see you in July. Take care. Bye.